Okay, thanks for joining me back. I want to add now, here we have the false Messiah, the one that will be coming as the counterfeit Jesus Christ. But he also is going to have a sidekick. Now, this guy would be better known as the false prophet. Now, the false prophet in Revelation 13 is actually written as being called the beast of the earth. Now, what I want to do is just jump ahead. This is to Revelation 19, is where they both get killed, the false Messiah and the false prophet. Because it says, "And I saw the beast, who is the false Messiah, and the kings of the earth and their armies gathered together to make war against him who sat on the horse," was it Jesus Christ, "and against his army." And it says, "And the beast was taken," so the false Messiah was taken, and it says, "and with him the false prophet that wrought miracles before him." So the false Messiah, the false prophet brought miracles before the false Messiah and the people, and it says with which he deceived them that had received the mark of the beast and them that worshipped the image. These both were cast into the lake of fire burning with brimstone, and the remnant of the army were slain with the sword of him that sat upon the horse, which sword proceeded out of his mouth, and all the fowls, the birds, were filled with their flesh. So you can see that the false prophet, the words false prophet, in Revelation 19, it says that he brings forth miracles and deceives the people that take the mark of the beast. So this is now back in Revelation 13. The top half of Revelation 13 talks about the uprising of the false Messiah. We've probably covered that. I'm just going to read the false prophet, which is the beast of the earth. "And I beheld another beast coming up out the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, and he spake like a dragon, he spake like a Satanist, and he exerciseth all the power that the first beast before him, and he causes the earth and them that dwell therein to worship the first beast." He causes the world to worship the false Messiah, whose deadly wound, head wound, was healed. "And he doth great wonders, so that he make fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men. And he deceives them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he hath power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image now to the beast, which had a wounded by a sword in a head wound, and did live," or risen from the dead after 3 days. "And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the beast, the image of the beast, should be killed." So he brings forth an image, or maybe an engraved image or another type of image, that everyone should worship it, and anyone that doesn't worship this image should be killed. And he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man can buy or sell save he that has the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man. And his number, so the number of the beast is the number of a man. So it's the number of a name of a man. And his number is 600, 60 and 6, so it's 666. And there's only one person in my belief that, it's got to be him really. Who, and you think to yourself, who is the most influential, religious, holy type of person that you know? And there's only got to be one person really, and that would be Pope Francis. There's a prophecy that was made by Malachi, and he predicted, well, there's 112 popes here, and you can see here obviously Benedict, he was Rat Boy, wasn't he, Ratzinger, and he obviously resigned, didn't he, back in March 2013. But then you have Francis, who stepped in, who's obviously Pope number 112, and it says about him, Peter the Roman, who will pasture his sheep in many tribulations, and when these things are finished, the city of 7 hills, i.e. Rome, will be destroyed. And it says that in the Bible. It says Babylon the Great has fallen, and he says God himself will put it in the heart of the Antichrist to destroy it. The Antichrist is going to destroy Rome. He's going to burn Babylon up with fire, and the dreadful judge, who is God the Almighty, will judge his people. The end. The end. Now you might say, yeah, well, who is this guy? Well, he's actually one of the first Jesuit popes. Now a Jesuit is like it's a secret evil occult which hide behind Christianity. I think it's the Jesus Association or something. But it's nothing to do with Christians. That's like Isis, Horus, and I think that's Seth. So they worship. They're Egyptians, basically, really, if you look at this. The Egyptians worship sun gods and all that. And here you have Isis and Horus. Isis being the virgin mother of Horus, who is the Antichrist figure in the Egyptian mythology, like I just said. So he is and they admit it, they say he's the first Jesuit. It's like it's nothing, and here you have his coat of arms, and there you have the Jesuit symbol on it. It's as if it's okay to have a secret evil occultist as the most holy person of the bloody Roman Catholic Church, and they all bow down and worship him. So you can see where we're going with this, how the whole world's going to get fooled by him, because they all love him already. So we can go along, and then we can add him. We're just going to put him next to William, but he will be his right hand man. Probably from start to finish, from the start of the mid-tribulation for the last 3.5 years, he'll be there with his false signs. And it says that people will be marked in their right hand or in their forehead. Now, there's a chip that's definitely going to be used as one of the marks on people, so that they cannot buy or sell. It's it's definite that that's going to be one of them. There could be several, because it says right hand or forehead. I don't know whether they're going to be able to put a chip in your forehead. There is a piece of loose skin just above your nose, or it could be a barcode or a sort of tattoo that is like a barcode. Because in a movie they made, let me see if I can zoom in, it's called pt8 2, and it's got the false messiah in it, the Dajjal, having the all-seeing eye on his forehead. But also you have this goat at the start, and you can see it's in an imprisonment camp, just like the FEMA camps. But you see he's got a barcode on his head, so it could well be a barcode. We just got to be careful not to take any mark in our right hand or in our forehead anytime. So there you have it there. But you know, the Bible also does say that you should not have the number of the beast, or like the name of the beast. And there you have it, the number 666, and then you have the name of him, King William V. And then in symbology, because after all that's all letters are, or just lines, so if you use it as symbolism, and specifically we're using Roman numeral symbolism here, you can make it into I am 666. They're in Roman numerals, and obviously they're in, you know, literal terms, so that they can see he is 666. He causes everyone to have either 666 or William the Fifth, or the name of the beast, William the Fifth. Now it also says from this false Messiah, the false prophet, the Pope, it also says that he will bring down fire on people, on the earth, in the sight of people, so that they may believe it. Now if you're a watchman, or if you see this image here, it'll probably ring a bell, but you know, every 4 months or so, you'll see these just bombardments of fireballs coming out of the sky, and this is a website that reports it, and all these people say they've seen all these fireballs coming out, and a lot of them were always over Washington DC, and I thought, why is this? You know, and basically, you know, what I think is that these fireballs are actually yeah, I'm pretty sure that these fireballs that we keep seeing over Washington are actually man-made. They have the technology on which, yeah, I've actually heard people talking about it, on which they can fire particles. Because after all, a fireball coming down from the sky, all it is a rock or piece of metal. You know, it's a piece of material, and as it goes through the Earth's atmosphere does the work, and that's what causes the fireball, and for them to burn out. So I think personally that, you know, they've got the technology on which they can fire these particles out from satellites up in space, and I just think they're testing it, and that's why you keep seeing all these fireballs over Washington. They're testing the accuracy, they're testing the wind, see how much trajectory, whatever, and see how long it takes. Because when this false prophet is going to be calling down fireballs, you know, it's going to be like at an event or something, where he's saying, this is the false Messiah, worship him, I'll bring down these fireballs. So, but he's got to be perfect in what he says, so they've got to say, you know, oh, it takes 30 minutes, expect the fireballs to be coming down in this time. And so the false prophet will be mumbling on, and then he'll start talking about fireballs coming out of the sky to prove it, fireballs. And then I think, you know, they've got the technology in which they can fire rocks out of satellites down to Earth. You know, it's a piece of cake to them, actually. You know, stuff that they've got going on. So I think that's all it is. They just fire. They'll be firing the rocks. They've just got to test the accuracy on them now. And you know, once they have control over the world and the skies, they'll just be moving their satellites. Say he's talking in Egypt today, they'll move the satellite for the trajectory, aiming at Egypt, and he'll say, right, the fireballs, tell the false prophet that the fireballs will be coming down at 3 PM sharp, and then he'll just mutter on, and like I say, he'll start talking about, I'm gonna bring fire down as a great sign, and then he'll come down as a great sign, and they'll go and everyone will believe him that he was telling the truth, that this guy is God, the false Messiah standing next to him, William V. He is actually Jesus Christ, when all it's just a big lie. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe to the channel, and please share this video if you can. And you can also, you know, go on over to Facebook if you're on it, and add us on End of the Age Bible Prophecy. Yeah, thanks for watching. God bless you all. Amen.